Oh, yeah, it's your boy, Live Wire, and I'm back in the motherfucking building, baby. So what's going on, people? How y'all feeling? Me, I'm doing good. I must say, I'm excited. Scorpio, hell the fuck yeah. I can't wait. I must say, I cannot wait. It's under 24 hours now. It's supposed to be revealing tomorrow at I think it's 9 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time, and forget what it's like 6 on the West Coast, and like 2 o'clock in on BST. So yeah, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, so we're getting a little bit of leaks. I'm not gonna really go into too much of that because I mean, look, man, it's only 24 hours, so we can kind of talk about that tomorrow after they reveal everything. Number one, it's just better that way because we get a chance to really dive in and understand everything that is going on with the console. But what I want to talk about is the excitement. How excited. I mean, Twitter is fucking on fire with Scorpio news. Like motherfuckers is coming out. Like with all the rumors and leaks coming out, a lot of people are just super amped to play this. I mean, to see what the console can do, and then to get a chance to really like, play these, multi-plats that are going to look unbelievable on the console. Because even though obviously PC gamers have had a chance to really play the better versions of the multi-plats, and obviously there's a considerable difference between what you're seeing as far as particle effects and frames per second and all that shit. Yeah, we get that. But the other thing is, like, when it comes down to PC gaming, if people, some people just don't, feel like going through the hassle of having to deal with that. It's similar to think about it this way. For the longest, if you wanted to have a home theater, right, you had to have, the sick TV or projection screen, and you had to have, speakers all throughout your house and all that crazy shit, right? And that's for like the serious, hardcore, enthusiasts. That would be like the PC version. But what if somebody wants something close to that, feel, but doesn't want to have to deal with all the bullshit that comes along with it? You just want to have your TV and your speaker or your set, something simple. Well, that's when you don't have to have a projection TV. You can get a flat screen. You don't have to worry about getting all these speakers and putting them up over your house. You can just get a fucking sound bar. Like all that shit. Just made it easier and more accessible to I would say the semi-hardcore. Because I mean, when you're talking about hardcore gamers, I'm talking about hardcore gamers. You're usually talking about somebody who's willing to spend an insane amount of money just for maybe a minuscule difference. And that's what you're talking. I mean, as far as like in PC, PC gamers, they spend a lot of, what the fuck? My shit is going ham right now. I gotta turn that shit down. God damn. But yeah, it's a lot of money that goes into people wanting to get the best out of their console. I mean, out of their PC. And yes, they don't pay a ton for games, but they spend a ton on hardware. So, that's basically where all their money goes. So when you got console gamers, and yes, you can be a hardcore gamer if you only like console. It's just you focus more on the gaming experience. You don't necessarily need the elite upon elite as far as gaming experiences for the price that they're offering. Yeah, you might be able to play Batman in 4K 60 or 1080p 60 earlier, much earlier than any console gamer could. But at the same time, you have to have a rig powerful enough to do it. You're not going to go out and buy any old fucking computer and be able to do that. That's the only issue, with PC gamers. Like, number one, you have to know what the fuck you either got to know what you're doing or what you're looking for, and if you don't, you can't go up to a console gamer that could literally just go up and pick any console. Doesn't have to work. They don't need to worry about anything that needs to be in the console. They know those games will work. You don't have to go and make sure you have these graphics cards. You don't have to make sure that you have updates. You don't gotta worry about any of that shit. You just know when you turn on the game, it's going to fucking work. Because there's nothing more aggravating than having a game that you want to play badly and then it just doesn't work. I mean, it shit like that happens. It just happens. Does it happen all the time on PC? No. And the more you're informed about it, the fewer times it does happen. But at the same time, those things happen. I mean, it is what it is. Just because all PCs aren't made equal. It might happen fewer times on like something like a Mac because, for the most part, Macs are, they're priced the way they are because, everybody has a similar setup. I mean, outside of, your cores and shit like that. But for the most part, you get what you pay for. So as a console gamer, I mean, this is amazing. Like the opportunity to really play, like this is basically the next gen that we wanted, like this Scorpio is the next gen, not the Pro. The Pro was, it was like, like this gen wasn't, it just didn't live up to what it was supposed to be, unfortunately. Yeah, we got some games that were cool and interesting, and yeah, some of them look good, but at the same time, a lot of people, especially gamers, have all said that this gen was kind of disappointing because it kind of fell flat, and we really didn't get a lot of the advancements that we thought we would get with, the beginning of this generation. Then the Pro came out, and PlayStation gamers were excited. They thought that this was going to be like, oh, this is going to be the console that PlayStation should have really made, and it fell flat. I mean, it's not that the games don't look a little slightly better. It's just that, when you get a new console, you will hope that the games look and perform better. And unfortunately, on the PS4 Pro, that's not necessarily the case. And because of that, that left gamers still searching, like even for a second, when I had a choice between a Xbox One S and I had a choice between a PS4, what do you call that shit? The PS4 Pro, and I opted for the S. And the reason, and yeah, I know I already had an Xbox. Yes. I know that. But the S had a 4K Blu-ray player, and even though I don't have a 4K TV yet, I will soon be in the market for that. But it had something that was different. I don't really play PlayStation games like that. I know people tell me about Horizon, but I don't like those games. And it's not that I think it's a bad game. It's just, like I've played stuff similar. Like I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just, look, I might not be like a typical gamer. I don't like playing a bunch of shit that I've already played before. Like I haven't picked up I haven't played Assassin's Creed since Assassin's Creed 3. And I haven't even beaten Assassin's Creed. And the reason being is because I just got tired of playing the same fucking game over and over again. But that's just me. I'm not saying that people, that's the same reason why I haven't picked up Assassin's Creed is the same reason why I haven't picked up a Call of Duty in a long time. Like getting Titanfall was like a breath of fresh air when it first came out. Now I'm not a fan of the new one because just straight off the beta, and even when I played the little trial, I was like, man, this game feels more like COD than it does Titanfall. And that's one of the things that really turned me off from the game. It was just like, oh, this is just, I don't know, this is not for me, man. Unfortunately, but yeah, so with the Scorpio, I mean, these are the level of detail you're going to be seeing in these games, and just the dramatic differences. I mean, a lot of people were like, well, why didn't you go to the PlayStation if that meant so much to you? And what I would say is because the differences weren't great enough. You're talking about, just a resolution bump. That's not really, yes, it'll look a little bit more clear, but I already have a PC. And even playing on my laptop, which is a Surface Book, Resident Evil looks better on my laptop. Now, mind you, I forget, I got like 8 megabytes of memory or some shit like that, whatever the fuck it is. And obviously it's not as strong as my Xbox as far as running the games. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's not optimized to the point that my Xbox is. So yeah, the game looks better on my laptop, but it runs better on my Xbox. You see what I'm saying? And like a game like Forza, I can't even fucking run that shit on my laptop. Like it's like just it's unfucking playable. Like I mean, yeah, I could play it on the shitty low texture, low everything version, but like at that point, what the fuck is the point? To even play it like that. If it's gonna be that fucked up, hell no, I'm not playing that shit. And the same I could say for Gears. Like Gears on my laptop, yeah, it'll look better when I'm looking at one singular character. But then I look at the world and I'm like, man, these textures are shit on my PC. And not to say that they're drop dead gorgeous on the Xbox One, but they're far better than what I'm getting on my PC, playing it at fucking low textures on everything, just so the shit can run fast. I mean, run at a playable speed. You see what I'm saying? So, now we're going to be getting these games. You're talking about 4K. You're talking about all these textures that we weren't even experiencing on the Xbox itself, running at a frame rate comparable to the PC. Like that's insane, man. That's truly insane. And I can't wait. I mean, and then on top of it, Xbox still has all that tech, still got cloud computing. I gotta see more games, man. Like Crackdown is dope, and I can't wait to play it. And Sea of Thieves, the same thing, is great. I don't know if you played the alpha, whatever, but I enjoyed what I played. But at the same time, I need more. I need to see more of this cloud compute. What else are they gonna do? And I think with Scorpio, dropping, is gonna really give us not only the best variety of games coming out, but also the best looking games. I mean, no longer you're gonna hear conversations of, oh man, that game looks good for an Xbox game, but it would look better on PS4. No longer will you hear that. Those conversations are over. It's all about what those consoles can do, man. And I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. But then we have the salt. And with any good thing, with anything come with innovation, with progress, you always have deterrents. People that, some people don't like innovation because they're competitors and they want to see you fail. So that's one of the reasons why. Some people don't like innovations because they're just used to the status quo and don't want to see that change. People that have been playing these PlayStation games, and I've been saying for a while, I have been saying for a good while, look, these PlayStation games are cool and all, like I don't, but they're not bringing anything new to the table. Unfortunately, you're talking about showing me more of the same. Like I don't feel like I'm seeing anything new here when it comes to the PlayStation games. Like my biggest argument with a lot of people was these PS4 games could be played on PS3. The only difference we're seeing is the graphical, ability of these games. That's it. They're not bringing any new tech to the industry. Like, well, what are they doing that's really improving anything? But I mean, people are content with the status quo. You know, a lot of people would tell me, like, I've seen Uncharted, played very little of it, but to me, if you play Tomb Raider, you don't really need to play Uncharted. And people will say, well, the story's better. But I'm like, that's debatable because it depends on it. What if you don't give a fuck about Uncharted? Then the story doesn't matter at all. You know, if you like the story better than Tomb Raider, there's nobody who could tell you that you're wrong. They'd be like, oh, well, you should like Uncharted story better. Says who? You know, like, if I like fucking chocolate ice cream, but you like vanilla, who am I to say that you should also like you should like chocolate instead of vanilla? It's your fucking preference, you know. But that's what it seems that things have come down to. Well, with Scorpio coming out, it's undeniable the games will look better. I can't wait to see what Digital Foundry sees. I was rather shocked and impressed at the fact that Microsoft got them to do. Granted, I didn't even think that they were going to do something like this. I just figured that they would just show it off themselves. I never thought that they would give it to some other outlet and have them dissect their game. I mean, their game console. But it's a smart move, because it keeps the bullshit out. No more oh well, they only showed us what they wanted to show us, and no more of that dumb shit. It's all about, look, man, they gave it to Digital Foundry, they dissected it, they looked at it. That's the place that everybody says, oh, you got to go to if you want to see the truth. You can't go listen to Microsoft. They're bullshit, they're lie. So now, instead of even waiting for them to have to even wait for Digital Foundry to get their hands on it, they go to them first. So, man, it's amazing. I can't wait for all these games to come out. I can't wait to play some of these games over again. Like Quantum Break, I've seen what it looks like in 4K, but I haven't gotten a chance to play it in 4K, so I can't wait. What else? I definitely would continue to play Halo, and seeing it in 4K is just going to be sweet. Obviously, Forza, which it'll be great. What else? Sunset Overdrive would be nice. Rise, obviously. Actually, I got my friend to just download that shit the other day. He was like, because I was trying to convince him, I'm like, yo, get Rise. He was like, yo, where is it? I don't want to pay. I don't know if I want to pay for it. I'm like, bitch, it's free. You don't got to pay for shit. He was like, oh, for real? I'm like, yes, motherfucker, go download the shit right now so we can play that shit later. So I'll more than likely be playing that shit tonight. So I can't wait. Yeah, man, but oh man, it's glorious. It's glorious. And all gamers are happy. All Xbox gamers are happy. All real gamers are happy. The only people that are upset are PlayStation gamers and fake neutrals that are also PlayStation gamers. Those are the only motherfuckers that are upset. Those are the only guys that are out here saying that the Scorpio won't do what people say. Those are the only people that are complaining about anything. Are these fake gamers? They basically, like, you got a lot of people that came up during and got a lot of subs during 2013, been on YouTube for a long fucking time, stuck on like 20 or 30 subs, and then jumped to like 60, 70 subs just based on the fact that they were hating on Xbox and praising PlayStation. There's a lot of people that got a following based on that. And now the fact that Xbox is becoming a lot more popular, especially with the launch of Scorpio. Now these guys they're trying to hold it down because even though Scorpio will be out and it will be the better console, the PlayStation still has their hardcore fans, and most of their fans are still on more dominant on YouTube and the internet in general. So, you know, yes, some things will change, but some things will stay the same. The damage control will be real. The salt will be real. You know, people will bitch. It'll be a lot of bitching going on. Probably for the next after the reveal next tomorrow, people will be talking about how this is probably going to be like $1,000 or some dumb shit like that. It'll be, oh, the Project Scorpio is going to be like a $700 or $800, or matter of fact, you're going to have to take it. It's going to be a mortgage payment. Like it'll be some kind of dumb shit. So yeah, I shot the fuck out of that motherfucker. Yeah, this is my game, man. I'm really enjoying Mass Effect, man. This is some, yeah, this is a good game, man. Yeah, if you haven't picked it up, I would recommend it. Look, I'll tell you this about Mass Effect. Its story isn't as good as its predecessor, and it's only because it's just different. It's not that it's a bad story. It's just that I don't know. It's the conflict is just different. It's not the same type of serious tone as the previous one, and everything is like is a more nuanced type of game than universe than the first Mass Effect. This is kind of like the rebuilding mode. So it's more, I would think most of the game is more exploratory than anything, but it's still really good. I'm enjoying it. Gameplay is fucking phenomenal, and exploring is great. So hey, I'm having a blast with it. But yeah, man, it's oh man, Scorpio. It'll be here soon. And and people will continue to cry. And I you know what? I'm kind of enjoying it, man. Because the shit that motherfuckers are saying, oh man, that shit is crazy. Just look through Twitter, man. The posts that people are putting up from NeoGaf and other primary PlayStation sites is beyond hilarious. Beyond hilarious. And now they got the petition for the PS5. I'm like, damn, that's just crazy, man. You know what? Because for the last, I don't know how long, like first Power was everything. Then PlayStation started getting games after Project Scorpio was announced, and then they were trying to move the narrative away from, Power doesn't mean anything. It's all about the games. And then they had this stretch of PlayStation getting all these games that were delayed from 2006, because cats keep on forgetting. Horizon Zero Dawn was delayed. Neo was delayed. Persona 5 was delayed. What was the other game? Gravity Rush was delayed. Like all those games were delayed. Those are 2016 games. Those aren't 2000. They just got delayed to 2017. And Persona's been delayed for like forever. That shit was supposed to come out in like 2015. So, it's just that PlayStation got all the games that were delayed at one time, and then everybody lost their mind. Like, Xbox has no games. Like, bitch, they just got 4 or 5 games like literally a few months ago. Like, calm the fuck down. That shit's crazy. Actually, I've been playing. I didn't put it up here, but I was playing the what's that game? Dead Rising 4's Frank West Rising. It's pretty cool. You play as the zombie version of him. I think I'm in the second chapter. Trying to see, how that shit's gonna unfold. But what I played, I enjoyed. But man, yeah, Scorpio. Oh, oh man, it's just gonna be glorious. I gotta find me a nice 4K television, man. I'm trying to wait for a good sale for that KS 8000 or 850. Well, 8500, I should say. So I can't wait. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be amazing, man. But yeah, man, check me out on Twitter. It's your boy Livewire. Check me out. I'm probably going to be on Gamers versus Gaming on Friday, more likely, talking about the reveal. I'll also be on the Shop podcast. Wait, hold up. Actually, got this. You know what? Hold up. Before, I was supposed to be looking in my comment section. My bad. Your boy was slipping. I'm over here. What the fuck? Move this shit out the way, bitch. Get that shit out the way. Move that shit down there. There we go. All right, here we go. Oh shit! Oh shit! I hit myself. Oh no. Yeah, they got a petition, bro. Oh, some Bam up in here. Damn. What the fuck? Yo, Cass was saying some wild shit on this motherfucker, yo. Oh shit. All right, hold up. I think PT is hitting me up. Hold up. Who did? All right. The show is at AM, PM. Totally crazy. All right, so these guys fucking crazy, man. These comment sections is nuts, man. What the fuck? Oh Jesus! It says show us your dick. God damn, the fuck kind of shit is that? This who the fuck? Man, yo, what's going on, Matthew? Shit is crazy up in here. Y'all see this shit? Oh man. Wow, this shit is crazy. I don't know what the fuck this guy is talking about. Man, Jesus. Yo, what the fuck, bro? This dude's writing the gayest shit ever. Like, this shit is crazy, man. All right, yeah, the salt is real, bro. Yo, they talking about the PS5, man. This shit is crazy. That shit is crazy, man. Like, you know what is so funny, man? They was talking about how power didn't matter for the longest. They're like, yo, power don't matter, power don't matter, power don't matter. All of a sudden, Scorpio gets dropped. They like, fuck that. We need the PS5. They're not even talking about the Pro no more. They acting like that shit don't exist. It's like the Pro is like that fat girl you fucked in high school and don't want nobody to know. Like people don't even talk about that shit. That shit is crazy, yo. Yo, you saw that shit, man? That shit crazy, yo. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this guy writing, yo? This shit is crazy. Yeah, but yeah, man, that shit is wild, man. Like we're gonna be playing these games, man. This shit is gonna be tripping motherfuckers out. And yeah, some people are gonna be in denial at first. They're gonna be like, "Oh no, nah, shit don't matter. It's blase blah." But the crazy thing is, the Scorpio is gonna look dope even on your 1080p TV. So yeah, it'll look great in 4K. Obviously, it's gonna look the best there. But even on a 1080p TV, that shit's gonna shit on the Pro. Like so that look, man, it don't matter where you play it. It's gonna be amazing, man. Like it's set up for the future. I mean, Phil said, man, he's pushing forward to really advance gaming. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they also announce, maybe not tomorrow, but like at E3 announced that they're going to have a VR unit that can possibly be bundled with the Scorpio. Now it might not be like Xbox VR. It might be like, I don't know, HP or whoever the fuck is making there's like 2 or 3 different SKUs of VR headsets that Microsoft has partnerships with. But I wouldn't be surprised they have that shit in the box and say it's like $300 by itself. But if you buy if you get the Scorpio bundle, it's like $600. Motherfuckers eat that shit up. You're talking about $600. You can get the Scorpio and the VR headset. Shit, the fucking PS4 VR by itself was fucking $500 with the dildo shits, so motherfuckers will buy that shit. Yeah, $299 separately, yeah. I'm telling you, they probably knock $100 off if you buy it in a bundle. I could see them doing that, and that shit. If they do that, that'll get a lot of people will buy that shit in a bundle set. I mean, I would say at least half. So like half the people that buy in the Scorpio would get that shit with VR if it was $600. Because I'm like, fuck it, why not? Buying it separately is going to cost me $7, so I might as well get it together and it'll cost me $6. And at the same time, I think Tacoma is like a VR type game. I mean, yeah, you probably could play it without VR, but if you look at that game Tacoma, it looks like a VR type game. So I wouldn't see why they wouldn't have. And you know that Fallout 4, they got some VR version of that coming out. Now I ain't no Fallout fan. Like I'm just not. It's just way too much shit to do. I stay away from those games. The Witcher is as far as I'm gonna go as far as selling my soul to a video game, and I gotta stay away from that shit as much as possible. That shit get you lost, man. You could have bought The Witcher for somebody and as a solo gift, and they could still be playing that bitch right now. Like that shit is massive. But yeah, man, things are looking up for Xbox. You know, yeah, people got all hyped and were talking about all these games and like, oh man, Horizon Zero Dawn is amazing. It's this, it's that. And where's that talk now? It's gone. It disappeared. It's no longer existent. You know why? Because like I said that game is not sustainable because it doesn't have multiplayer. It does not. Without and I'm not saying every game needs multiplayer, but I think Microsoft realizes the best franchises have multiplayer. I mean, look at even Uncharted. Even as bad as its multiplayer is, it's sold better because of the multiplayer. I guarantee if Uncharted didn't have multiplayer, it wouldn't have sold as well if it did. Because look at Horizon Zero Dawn. That game's not going to outsell Uncharted. It is not. For the simple fact that it doesn't have multiplayer. I might give it, it might do 6. Uncharted looks like it's on pace to do about 12. Because it's already at 8. So you figure another few months, you know, it's going to be on sale and all that other shit. It should get to about 12. You know, if not, maybe it stops at 10, whichever. But games like that, they're not gonna, you're not gonna get games to sell like that without multiplayer. And the other thing that's big, I mean, if it's true, is if Grand Theft Auto 5 is in 4K, I think it's 4K 60 on the Xbox Scorpio. People gonna be still buying that fucking game. That shit's insane, man. That shit just prints money. Like that's probably like one of the best things they could have done. Because it's like, oh shit, we got this game. Guess what? We're gonna make sure that's just 4K on Xbox, and we can continue to make money on that shit. Because even with Red Dead Redemption, don't get me wrong, I think it'll probably be a better game. Some people prefer Grand Theft Auto versus Red Dead. Not everybody wants to fucking ride on a horse. It's just not for everybody. You know, some people just want to have a car and just play gangster life. You know, for those motherfuckers, they got GTA 5, and if that shit's in 4K 60, they gonna be loving that shit. And that shit's gonna print fucking money, man. But yeah, man, this is your boy live. Damn, it's time for me to go. I gotta work on some shit. But yeah, man, this was fun. You know what? I'll probably do another video tomorrow after the reveal, or maybe I'll do a reaction. I don't know if it goes live. I don't know if it's like a live type thing or they just releasing the video or whatever the fuck the case may be. But I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, man, it's your boy live. Check me out on Facebook, on Twitter, and obviously on YouTube, man. You know, check out my content, man. Push the like button. Tell the boy what's up. And you know, you on Twitter and you see a few ponies that's out of line, or you see an undercover pony playing fucking neutral, point that bitch motherfucker out. You know? No, their favorite lines is like, oh well, it'd be like, it's not gonna be as powerful as you think it is, and what they also like to say, is the same, you know, checkerboard is the same as fucking 4K. It's almost the fucking same. You can't see the difference. This shit's funny, man. Anyway, this is your boy live, man. Have a good one. I'm out. Peace.